I have been sober for a month, 38 days to be exact. So this channel is about life lessons and personal development. So it was about time that I started to take a look at my drinking through this perspective. I'm going to talk about my history with drinking, the decision to make a change, and my plans for the future in regards to drinking. My drinking in college, I would say, was pretty average for a person that went to parties and went out to clubs. I almost always drank beer, and I would say that this kind of alcohol was present throughout my college experience. After college in 2010 and before I left for Mexico in 2014, I would say it was the period where I drank the less. There was a brief period where I wasn't living at home and I started buying some six-packs there. I moved back in. Maybe I drank a little bit while my dad was still alive. I remember him seeing me once and pulling the whole my house, my rules thing. And when he passed, I remember buying some six-packs in the time after that. When I came to Mexico in 2014, everything was so new, exciting. Parties, bars, dates, everything. I was having an amazing time. It wasn't because of the alcohol, but I was in situations where alcohol was around, of course, and I partook. Typically this was on Friday and Saturdays. I'd say that this is the time that my drinking probably increased to more than ever. Sometimes I would do it on Thursdays because a couple of times a month my uncle would leave and I was living with him, and he was so strict that it seemed like a cause for celebration just to have the house alone. When I moved out and I was living on my own, I had a tradition to go for tacos every Thursday, and I would drink about 4 beers on those Thursdays. And even during the time when I was in a relationship, and this time I was in one, so instead of going out and drinking, I would have about maybe the equivalent of 5 cans when I was just chilling at my girlfriend's place. I would usually have one night per week on the weekends just to go out with my friends. Of course, I would drink, but it wasn't for granted that I would go out with my friends, but even if I was alone, I was probably having some drinks as well. Then came the coronavirus era. I really missed going out. I really missed socializing. I was single for the majority of the time. And how did I occupy myself on those weekends? Beer and music. This would give me a sense of escapism and a sense of normalcy. I really miss going out. I really miss socializing. I was single for the majority of the time. And how did I occupy myself on those weekends? Beer and music. I'm sure it comes as no surprise to say that I felt very lonely, and I would drink on Fridays and Saturdays, 6 to 8 beers each of those nights. Eventually, I realized this was too much, so I tried to only drink 8 within a whole week. Typically, this was 2 on Fridays and 6 on Saturdays. You know, I never considered myself an alcoholic, considered myself a drinker, but I understand everyone has their own definition of what an alcoholic is. It never got in the way of my life, and whenever I told myself that I wasn't going to drink, I didn't drink. I never broke that promise. Fast forward to right now, I have been sober for over 30 days, 38 to be exact. The previous month I experimented with seriously reducing the amount of alcohol that I drank. A couple beers when I went out once a week. I made a rule that I would not have alcohol in the house and I would not drink in the house. And for over a month now, I've decided to cut it out completely. You may ask, why now? Well, I am 35 now, and I started to ask myself some things. Do I have the life I want right now? No. Do I have what I want in life right now? No. Am I at least becoming the man that I want to be? I believe so, and I know that I'm on this journey. Now, it's not to say that I will not drink again. Ideally, I would like to get to a situation where I could have 1 or 2 drinks in a social situation, but then after that, not have an idea when I'm going to drink again. The main inspiration for this decision has been I realized this has been something that I've done for so long, and it's really just because I've done it that I still do it now. And that's a terrible reason to continue to do something that's not good for you. I need to always be taken into account. Why I do the things that I do in my life? Does it add value? What does it do? I just can't justify drinking alcohol right now. There's really nothing to celebrate. I can find a different way to relax on the weekends, and I can use the time that I spent drinking before to do something really productive, or something that helps my life in some way. I'm going to continue not drinking until I actually have something really, truly great to celebrate. I have to give credit where credit's due, though. I have been inspired by some of the stuff that I saw on YouTube from Jordan Peterson, Isel Mazard. There are many alcoholics in my family, and this is something that I've always had present, and I never want to think like I can't be like someone else. So I should really take the initiative with my life and make sure that I don't become a certain way. I have to be my own example. This is my life, but also my sphere of influence is also very important. The truth is I don't really even miss it, and that's cool. Just so long as I'm doing something productive or meaningful with my life, it's really all that matters. I'm going to continue not drinking until I actually have something really, truly great to celebrate. Getting this channel monetized, getting a job I really want, moving to a new state and getting my own place. Something of this magnitude before I can even entertain the idea. Of course, I'm very wary of mixing celebration and drinking together, but this is a start, so got my work cut out for me. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and check out the new video.